Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand new SoFi City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Runs through the contact. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Derrick Henry fighting through. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He's caught by Cohen. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
41-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Chargers 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. And they'll work it in inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. You got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Bernardrick McKinney.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Cousins from the gun on third. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And on his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
13-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down at Stafford. And caught by Cooper for a Charger touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. But he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He completes it to Cohen. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. Good news for the defense now. It's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sherman on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Stafford here. Middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays,
that is taken down. Chiefs sack. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
A decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
and this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Score, Chiefs 21, Chargers 16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for Mark Ingram.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. coming on third down. Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ingram again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Cousins. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Henry. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Cousins. The screen pass here to Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down at 4. Again, it's Henry. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Fights off the defender. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this is caught by Wilson. Chiefs touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chargers 19. Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Those passes intercepted from the 14. Picked up by Brian Poole, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
7-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
The 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good job.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They find some open field. Derrick Henry. Oh! And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. And we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 4. He gives it up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 49. Chargers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting